The little guy seems to be doing well. He gets fed regularly, has his own swing. Not a bad life. If I was still small as a rat, I could easily leave the caves. The rats have their secret entrances to the city everywhere. I don't get to say this often, but I'm too big for that. When the candle is lit, it doesn't just provide light, it also warms your feet when you're rat-sized and lying in Timmy's bed. I think the cook will be pretty upset if I just take the candle. The cook brought me the water skin on the second day. It was high time too. I was dying of thirst. It's made of rubber. That's pretty unusual. Water skins are usually made from everyday materials such as animal stomachs and the like. Not something exotic like rubber. I don't know how long I lay there. It must have been days. The rats were very kind to me, talking to me and offering me stuff to eat. That just made things worse. If they told me off, I might not have felt so guilty. My own bed is waiting for me in the White Ridge Mountains. It's warm and cosy. If only I could hide myself away there and not come out until I know what to do. The cook hasn't left my side for a moment. Remy probably told her to watch me. I think she's a little cuckoo. She mumbles to herself all the time. Hello.
My God, oh God! My, how you've grown!
I'm, Wilbur.
Stu.
You're the cook, and your name is Stu. Isn't that kind of metaphysical? In a cosmos composed of names, billions upon billions of names, you, a cook, are named Stu. Destiny? Fate? Blind chance? Mere coincidence? A fine kettle of fish, indeed.
No such thing as coincidence. Cause, effect. That's all. Ethel's my name. Want some stew?
So you're the cook here in the rats' camp?
Yes. I am good at mixing things. Was a lab rat for years.
You worked in a lab?
For a mad alchemist, until it got too dangerous. Wanted me to trial a face cream that would make you look 10 years younger. I was only 2 at the time.
Oh, right. I get it.
From then on, I tried to be really stupid, attempted to fail at every experiment. The question is, if one tries to fail and is successful doing that, has one really failed?
Can I ask what happened to your leg? An alchemistical accident?
No, I gnawed it off myself.
What?
Down there in the cave. You'd have done the same, ooh.
Somehow I just really doubt that.
There are monsters there, I'm telling you, and they've got it in for us. If you have to choose between your leg and your life, then you nibble.
If you know a lot about alchemy, then you can brew potions, right? Like shrinking potions, for example.
Oh, don't hold much store by magic potions. People start craving them. Start with weak potions from itsy-bitsy little vials, then at some point they aren't enough anymore. Suddenly it's got to be small potions, then medium, then large, then epic.
A single vial that would shrink me back to the size of a rat would be enough for me.
Oh, no, much too dangerous.
What are you cooking?
Stew. It's always stew.
Tasty. What kind?
It's always the same, has been for years, but new things are added every day, whatever happens to appear. If you want stew, come back later. It isn't ready yet.
I couldn't help but notice that you, sometimes mumble to yourself.
I'm thinking.
Well, most people do that silently.
Oh, because they aren't thinking properly. You aren't asking the pertinent questions.
For example?
If glue sticks to anything, then why doesn't it stick to the inside of the glue tube? Why do noses run, but feet smell? Why is abbreviation such a long word?
I don't know.
You see, you take these things for granted, but it's completely mad.
Perhaps one can ask oneself too many questions. What do you reckon?
If a theatre has been filled to the last seat, who has this last seat been reserved for? And how did the inventor of the clock know what time it is?
How do you come up with these things?
There are unanswered questions all around us, and no one is doing anything about it. If you eat pasta first, then antipasta, have you eaten anything at all?
Maybe you shouldn't ask yourself all those questions. Or, at least, not all at once.
Oh, it can do your head in. Was on the brink of creating a self-help group, but then I thought, self-help group, isn't that a contradiction in itself?
Yeah, maybe some questions don't need to be answered.
But are we not here to answer questions? That's why I love alchemy. It gets to the bottom of life's deepest ones.
It was nice to have met you, Ethel.
Knew you already. You lay in Timmy's bed for days. Why, it wasn't your fault what happened to the Archmage.
You think? Imagine if a few rats were to die because it turned out that, in reality, you couldn't cook. How would you feel?
Not good. I'd blame myself. Would feel stupid. But Monsieur de Dumas requests your assistance. You can't leave him in the lurch.
I tried to help last time too, and it ended in disaster. Who can say that it won't happen again?
Questions, questions, tricky questions.
The cook hasn't left my side for a moment. Remy, I think I'll just let her get on with the cooking and not bother her unless it's important. I don't think Ethel would be thrilled. If I just took... Maybe if I'm very careful... Ouch!
If you want something to eat, ask.
A more or less white tea towel. Ouch!
That's mine.
Sorry. That might even work. Wow! You can inflate black water skins. Who'd have thought? What's this? Some kind of little bag. I'll take it with me. This must be garbage from the upper town. The tableware might not be the latest word in fashion, but it's perfectly fine, apart from the leftovers. No, I think I'll just leave it there. The plates are covered in greasy leftover sauce, and I'm not a fan of washing up. Especially when I didn't even dirty them myself. The bit of sewer pipe is so heavy that it's sunk halfway into the ground over the years. Not surprising, really. The ground here isn't stone, it's firmly trodden waste. I wonder where the pipe comes from. Seastone is known, or shall we say, infamous, for not having any sewers to speak of. Maybe someone wanted to change that, and this is both the beginning and the end of their efforts. The bit of sewer pipe is so heavy that it's sunk halfway into the ground over the years. Not surprising, really. The ground... there's a few artificial columns and arches here, as well as natural caves. I wouldn't be surprised if there was some mining done here once. Maybe I can get a better view from up there. Yep, definitely better. Not decisively, though. A couple of power lines. They lead through the ceiling somewhere up there. One strand goes into the rats' camp, the other leads down towards the junkyard. I always thought Gnome Hole was the only place with electricity, but beyond the White Ridge Mountains, it's been used here and there for years. I always thought the moon is shining through the hole. That could be my way out of here. If the situation in Seastone really is as dismal as Remy says it is, I'll have to be very careful once I leave the hole. That said, first, I gotta get up there. Looks like, a V-belt? I wonder how it got up there. Nah, clearly out of my reach. A fur collar that looks almost new. Why would you throw something like that away? One could have given it to the poor, or even left it on the chinchillas. That's, all I wanted. Hey! The hairs on the fur are all standing on end. There must be some kind of electrical current. Hey! No, I think the plates...
Ah, Wilbur. There you are. Have you changed your mind?
No. I just want to get out of here.
Highly regrettable.
Remy, I wanted to thank you for everything you've done for me.
You saved Timmy's life. You kept us rats fed when there was nothing left to eat. There's no need for you to thank me.
I'd like to help you again, but I can't.
You can, but perhaps you need time to remember that.
What do you want down there in that dark hole?
I found your wand down there years ago. My grandfather, a true rat adventurer of lore, climbed into that hole just to find out what was down there. When he didn't return, everyone thought he was dead, apart from me.
You followed him?
Despite all the warnings, but I didn't find him. Instead, I found a wand. Just as I began examining it, a terrifying ghost set upon me, and I fled. I don't know why I took the wand with me. Perhaps it wanted to be taken. When a little gnome came down to our town some years later, with big ideas of becoming a mage...
I was very proud of my wand and... Oh. This ghost that followed you back then, do you think it's still down there?
I haven't dared return to the darkness for years, because I'm convinced of it.
Then maybe you shouldn't go back down there.
Perhaps you're right, but someone's got to go and find out what's going on with that wand, right?
Remy?
Courage and conviction, Wilbur. Courage and conviction.
Good luck. Someone had to install the pipes down here. How did they get into the underground? And even more importantly, how did they get back out? The design doesn't look too stable. On the other hand, it doesn't look like it was built any time recently either, which in turn speaks for its durability. The design doesn't look... The hole is eerie. Whenever you get close, it feels like icy fingers are reaching for you. How does something like that end up in the trash? If I had a bongo drum, I'd play it all day long, at night. And then others would throw it in the trash. Ah, got it. Yeah. I don't feel like playing. I want to get out of here. I want to go home. Back in the White Ridge Mountains, I had to listen to long lectures by the cellar master about different types of stone and minerals. Can't really claim that I listened all that attentively, but that looks like a coal vein to me. Back in the White Ridge Mountains, I had to listen to long lectures by the cellar master about different types of stone and minerals. Can't really claim that I listened all that attentively, but that looks... Maybe it's a symbol warning visitors about the evil in the hole. Or maybe it keeps the evil trapped down there. There are ancient symbols that can do just that. A massive pipe, perhaps iron or lead. Presumably it transports something from the town into one of the caves down here. And probably, I really, really don't want to know what it is. There isn't much you won't find down here. Hamster wheels, for example. No idea what that's supposed to be good for. The fur would fall out right away. I need some way to attach it. Doesn't look like the wheel got used much. Somewhere there's a lazy fat hamster. The fur would fall out right away. Strip of pretty long head fur. I don't feel like... Ah! What the heck? Hey, what's the big idea? Did you build this trap? I'd love to, but I'm stuck. Hey! Stop that! Stop that! Are you nuts? An old rope, still in pretty good shape. I don't know how deep the hole is. My feet can't touch the ground anyway. I'm a gnome. I'm not sliding in any deeper, but I can't get out either. I'm stuck, like a cork in a bottle. I don't know. I'm not... Hey, little fella. I could use some help here. Hello? I think it's trying to hide from me. I probably scared it. It doesn't respond to me. Maybe it just wants to sit the whole thing out. It does. I can't quite reach. Got it! I wonder if No. Even if I could catch it with a lasso, it doesn't look strong enough to pull me out of here. Hey, you! Hi there! I just want... An approximately fist-sized stone. That would really hurt if it hit me in the face. Yep. That didn't work. Hey, little fella, if you don't get me out of this hole, I'm gonna throw this stone at your head. Honest, that's the way I roll. I throw stones at the heads of small robots in dark caves. No, I'm not really like that at all. Hey, little fella, I throw stones at the heads of small robots. No, I'm not. Hey, little fella, honest, I hope it stays on. Yep. There we go. Great. And now, the old heave-ho. That got it. Hey, wait. I'm not going to hurt you. The rope helped me once. Maybe it can again. Even if I can't do anything else, I'm sure I can throw ropes over things. Even if I can't do anything else. Coal vein in the rock. Not very productive, but it should be enough for a decent fire. How does something like that end up in the trash? If I had a bongo drum, I'd play it all day long. And night. And then others would throw it in the trash. Ah, got it. Yeah. I don't... How does something like... And... How does something like that end up in the trash? If I had a bongo... And... The hole is... eerie. Whenever you get close, it feels like icy fingers are reaching for you. That's, firework. At the end of the war, there was a huge victory celebration in Seastone with lots of rockets and firecrackers. Several fires broke out and the town was damaged more severely than any time during the war. I wish that was more surprising, really. I don't have anything to celebrate, but maybe I can use the black powder for something. No, I think I'll just leave it. The place is better. Ooh, another firework. Ooh, another firework. Ooh, another firework. I don't think Hi, Ethel. Rebby's gone. He's descended into the dark hole.
Oh, he is so brave, all alone in the dark.
He's taking another big risk. I wonder if that's such a smart idea.
Oh, one of the downsides of risk is that it's risky.
Do you know if there's a way out of here? A gnome-sized one, I mean.
That big? No. However, Monsieur de Dumas has a shrinking ring.
He took it with him.
Then he probably wanted you to stay here.
He can't understand that maybe I'll feel better after a few weeks at home.
Maybe yes, maybe no. He needs a friend by his side. Not maybe, not in a few weeks. Now. Thinks the world of you. All rats do.
Then I'm afraid you've picked the wrong guy. Remy should never have locked me up in here. He should have just let me go.
Had his reasons, always has.
He should know that no matter how complicated it is, sooner or later, I'll find a way out of here. I'm pretty good at this kind of thing.
Perhaps that is why.
The soupy stew smells surprisingly good.
What do you mean, surprisingly? Do you want a bowl?
Well, I guess I'm kind of hungry.
One stew coming up.
This tastes fantastic.
Cooking is like alchemy, just fewer explosions.
Hi, Ethel. Can I have some more?
But of course, my big un. And
Delicious, but if it were thicker, it'd be even better.
Understood.
Hiya. Can I?
But... And?
Lovely. But it could use a tad more salt to give it to that little... yeah.
Good, good, good.
Hiya. Can I have some more
Butter. And?
Tastes great, but it could be a little hotter.
Oh.
Hiya. Can I?
And?
Tastes... Maybe fine. Ouch!
If you want...
No, I think the plate is... Where should I put the dirty dishes?
But just with the rest, we're all eating the same thing anyway.
Where should I put the dirty dishes?
But
Where should I put the dirty... Where should I put the dirty... Where should I put the dirty... No, I think it's... The hole up there is even higher than I thought. I'm going to need more than a folding ladder if I want to reach it. I'm going to need more than a folding ladder if I want to reach it. Ooh, another firework. A bell. I guess it's there to get people's attention, which is usually what bells are for. Should I ring it or not? Do I really want the attention of someone up there? But the hole seems to be the only way if I ever want to get out of here.
Yes? Are you finally finished?
Bill? That you?
With a vein, a black cat must have crossed my path.
Yes, it's me. Could you maybe loan me a rope?
No way, you're a wanted criminal. There are posters of you up all over.
No matter what they say, I didn't kill the Archmage.
Anyone with any brains knows that. You couldn't have harmed a hair on the Archmage's head, even if you wanted to. But as long as that's the official version of the story, I'd rather not think about it out loud.
How's it look up there? How are things in town?
Dreadful. Not a customer in sight. It's almost as bad as during the war. I should have known. Politicians are bad for business. Every last one of them.
There are posters of me hanging everywhere.
Here. Not a bad likeness if you ask me.
Wanted for the murder of Archmage Alistair, the scurvy, dangerous, armed and stinky fiend Wilbur Weathervane. I don't stink. Or if I do, it's only because I spent a few days in bed.
I told them if they wanted to catch you, they'd have to put a serious bounty on your head.
Would you betray me?
If the price is right, sure. But until then, I'm keeping my head down, like everyone else who's got any sense. No, you gotta be smart these days, or you'll end up running around in a pink tutu, or worse.
Come on, get me out of here, Bill. I won't cause any trouble.
That'd be a first.
Please, I want to leave town.
Don't blame you, but it's too risky. If Van Buren catches me, she'll probably turn me into a pink, doe-eyed petting lamb.
Come on, for old time's sake.
I'm not putting my neck on the line for you. Ask your friends, those darn rats.
Bill? Bill, are you there? He'll never help me unless there's a juicy profit in it for him. Hey, that's a knight that says knee. A huge mountain of rubbish, tons of it. And I just happened to find a carved figurine of my very favourite hero. It's a sign. I've read all your stories. He was brave and proud, and he never gave up. Because of you, I wanted to experience adventure and left the White Ridge Mountains. And you were only a story. The hole up there is even higher than I thought. I'm going to need more than a folding ladder if I want to reach it. Better not overdo it. I will only use the bell when I need to talk to Bill. Better not overdo it. I will only use the bell when I need to talk to Bill. A bell. Which is... So, let's see. If I roll the gunpowder from the fireworks up in the poster, I'll have a stick of dynamite. Homemade dynamite. Although, I will need more black powder. No, the place is better. That must be one of the monsters Ethel was talking about. Better if I have a plan on how to overpower it before it notices me.
Oh, hello. You must be the terrible monster that was destroyed by my son's wonderful trap.
No one would ever expect a workshop like this under a junk heap.
Thanks. Built it all myself. I worked on it day and night. Didn't want to disrupt slate production, of course. But it was worth it. My son's an inventor, just like his old man. Here he can learn everything he'll need for later in life.
I'm Wilbur Weathervane. You're not going to eat me or anything, right?
Wilbur? You're not Nate's little friend, the one that was caught by the orcs in the wildlands?
You know Captain Nate?
Know him? We idolise him. Without him, I'd never have met the love of my life, Esther. Gulliver's the name. Welcome, Wilbur Weathervane. Feel at home. Any friend of Nate's a friend of ours.
I remember Captain Nate talking about zombies who helped him in the wildlands.
Where? Hard work still pays round here. I learnt that from Bill. He got us the job here.
Bill the merchant?
The most successful trader in Seastone. Only just arrived in town and we're working for a man like that. Not bad, eh?
I'm not so sure if Bill is really such a great guy.
How can you say a thing like that? It was him that smuggled us into town, even though zombies aren't exactly popular here. Sure, it wasn't cheap, but Bill has his costs, and he created a possibility for us to work off our debts. We build these slates for him. They're a hit, he says. He always wants more.
Hey, I had one just like that.
You see? A hit. Bill has a nose for good business. I'll work hard and learn from him. Then I can finally offer my family what they deserve. Yes, we promised an old friend we'd name our first child after him.
And this little robot?
Nate.
Nate?
We promised Nate we'd name our first child after him. We actually wanted to wait a bit, but my little cherry blossom started having problems with depression, said I worked too much and that she felt lonely. You know how women are.
No.
So then we built Nate. Well, we started him off at least. He did the rest himself. He's a great little inventor.
Nate built himself?
Once he could hold a screwdriver, there was no stopping him. But he doesn't only tinker with himself, he invented most of the machines in here.
That thing too? It's really impressive. What does it do?
That? He got it in his head that a machine could do my work quicker. But as you can see, it's not working.
I think I scared Nate earlier.
He's shy and has never seen anyone like you before. In fact, he only knows Esther and me.
Where is Esther?
At home, but it's not really presentable.
Oh well, no hurry, maybe later. My magic slate was evil, and it deceived me.
Magic slate? Poppycock. They are neither made out of slate, nor are they magic.
If they're not magical, how do they work? Because I don't see any gears.
I don't really know. Has something to do with the intelligent stone, as Bill calls it. Fell from the sky one day in a blaze of light. I cut off a thin slab, set it in a wooden frame, and then give it an almighty electric shock. That's all.
You pump electricity into the rock, and that wakes it up?
Yes, you could put it like that. Unfortunately, it doesn't work anymore. It's a serious problem. How am I supposed to finish the last batch if I don't have any power?
And Bill came up with the idea for the slates. I never would have believed it.
Why not? He's very innovative. He copied the idea from a trader down south with his very own eyes. At first, he had a couple of carpenters from the lower town work on it, but they just kept wanting more and more gold. Didn't give Bill a chance. He had to let them go and shift production down here. We were lucky that we were standing at the gates at just the right moment and were looking for a job. And now we're just one batch away from earning our own gold.
How do you deliver the slates to the upper town?
Have you seen the hole above the pile of rubbish? Bill lowered us down through it, and every time we finish a batch of slates, we ring the bell and he sends down a basket.
So the hole in the ceiling's the only way out of the underworld?
The only one I know about. And we don't need any more. The current batch is our last. Esther, Nate and I will be pulled out of this stinking place and can finally begin our undead lives in earnest up there.
When will the next delivery be ready?
Never, by the look of things. No electricity.
If I help you, will you take me with you when you leave?
Why not? If you help us, we'll help you too. Of course we will.
Right. Then, so why don't you have electricity?
That's what I would like to know. I guess it's got something to do with those darn rats. They use the same cables as us. They probably wanted to sabotage production.
I can't believe that. The rats are very nice.
Nice? They attacked my wife, wanted to eat her. And now I'm sure they want to prevent us from working our way out of poverty. Don't talk to me about nice.
There's a lot to do. Best I get to work.
That's the spirit. You only get anywhere in this life through hard work.
If I disturb him for no reason, he'll make even less progress. Best if I just let him get on with it. According to Gulliver, the electricity failed a while back, but he needs it to wake up the slates. I don't think it's because of the cables. The electricity doesn't even get this far. Maybe I should follow the cables, see if I can find the problem. This is the strangest rock I've ever seen. It glitters and it glows a little. Works! Works! I could fill the water skin back up with water, but if I were thirsty, I could just drink straight from the tap instead.